Hi guys, today I'm going to do a look inspired by Bodyshop Shimmer Cube in light green. My friend's getting it for Christmas and she asked me to do this look that you can see in front of you. I thought it wasn't very wearable because the silver up on the lash line is really higher. So I'm going to do a wearable look for you today. So I'm going to start off with the eyes. I'm doing this because I don't want any fallout and to ruin the foundation. So I'm going to start applying the eyeshadow first. So I'm using Illamasqua Cream Blusher in Love, and I'm just going to be using that to shape the shape I want, which is very rounded. You can use a white eyeliner or with a little bit of eyeshadow, just so you can create the shape, or you can go straight in with the eyeshadow and skip this step. I'm using products that are similar to the colours in the Bodyshop Shimmer palette, as I don't have it, but you use whatever you've got because a lot of mine may be discontinued. So I've applied that up in the crease in a rounded shape and underneath in order for the eyeshadows to stick. And now I'm going to go in with my fingers and filling the gap. So I'm mixing these two colours here, which is from an old palette, and one is called Eucalyptus and the other one's called Greco, I believe. So I'm applying that on the inner corner and underneath the lash line. If you've got the Body Shimmer palette, use the Body Shimmer palette. Now I'm flipping over that brush and I'm going to go into the Memento Mori palette, which is by Kat Von D, and using this colour here called Peggy, and it's a teal blue colour. I'm applying that everywhere else on the eyelid and all the way up into the crease where I've put the cream eyeshadow. I'm using a small tapping movement in order to make sure the colours are lovely and bright. I'm also applying that really close to the lash line, and now going in with a pencil brush, I'm going to be using the shimmer eyeshadow, which is from Surf the Ocean collection, which isn't available anymore by MAC. So now I'm going into a forest green, and this is from the Sleek palette, and it's a Storm palette, which is still available. I'm applying that on the outer corner and just wiggling my brush around in order to apply the colour. I then go into a blending brush by Lauren Luke and blending that eyeshadow out so it's not so harsh. I'm now going back into the Kat Von D palette and applying that little bit of that teal blue just above that colour because I still want that colour to pop and I've gone a bit too far up. Now with a flat concealer brush, I'm going back into that Sleek palette and I'm using that forest green colour again. I'm tapping some of the excess off because it's a very, very pigmented colour. And I'm going to be applying that under the lash line, really, really close, and on the top upper lash line. And this doesn't have to be really neat because we're going to put black eyeliner there in a little while. Now going in with a pencil brush, I'm going back into the Surf the Ocean collection, and I'm using a pigment which is silver and just applying a tiny dot of that in the inner corner because the shimmery palette from Bodyshop has that shimmery sort of silvery green colour, and I just wanted to use that colour as well. So now I'm using a Super Cat eyeliner, which is by Soap and Glory, which is a felt tip eyeliner, which I find absolutely amazing. But unfortunately my hand doesn't want to work in this video, so it isn't very, very neat, so I do apologise. But this is a fantastic product when my hand wants to work. We all have our off days. So I'm just applying a black eyeliner to the top lash line, nothing too heavy, and just adding a tiny, tiny bit of a wing. I'm stretching out my lid slightly just to get that straight line, which I wasn't achieving when it was just open. Now going in with the Avon Super Shock eyeliner, which is a gel eyeliner, which is amazing for the waterline because it doesn't budge. And I'm applying that in the waterline, and you can also tightline the top line. Oh, I've forgotten something. Oh, it's my eyelash curlers, and these are my shimmer eyelash curlers. I'm just curling my eyelashes and applying Volume Million Lashes Mascara, which is by L'Oreal. If you're going to an event, you could apply fake eyelashes if you wanted. And now checking to see what I'm missing. I'm missing my highlight. I'm going to be using a white eyeshadow and Brulee by MAC just to mix that together to have a matte highlighter, because there's a lot of shimmer going on and I wanted to make that as matte as possible. So now for my eyebrows, I'm going in with an angle brush and using my HD brow palette, and I'm using the darker colour in the palette. I'm using the darkest one, which I wouldn't usually do because I think it complements the green a little bit better. And trying to make my eyebrows match, which they usually don't, but I'm trying my best. So filling in any gaps that I have and trying to make it look even. So now for the face, I've put the foundation on my wrist because I've got so many swatches of different colours of greens on my hand, because I was trying to find the perfect colour. So I've mixed my I'm using a Real Techniques brush, but I've mixed two foundations together. One is a BB cream, which is by Skin 79, and a Illamasqua Rich Liquid Foundation in 115, which is a very heavy coverage. So I've mixed the both in order to make a bit of a lighter coverage. Those are the two products. I'm now going in with a concealer. I'm using the Rich Liquid Foundation because it's such a heavy coverage, it conceals any dark circles. I'm now using a blush which is by Lauren Luke from her Smoky Eyes palette, and it's a peachy brown colour, and that complements the green. Now for lips, I'm using a Chubby Stick, which is from Clinique, and it is a pinky colour, which is by Whopping Watermelon. And that's the look done. So I'm zooming you out. I've done a nice little heavy bun as well, so if you've got fine hair, this is perfect. It makes your hair much thicker. I suggested here that if you want a bit more of a festive feel, try a deep red lip in order to make it a little bit more Christmassy. Oh, my fringe is a bit long. I'm mashing over the eyeshadow, so I've just moved to the side so you can see a bit better. And that is my look done. So thank you ever so much for watching. Here is me with the red lip, and there's me with the pink lip. Thanks very much. Bye now.